Um, Great job, Madam Secretary.
Morning.
The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration's National Integrated Heat Health Information System provides life-saving guidance and research to protect communities from extreme heat, which has recently killed more Americans than extreme weather events like hurricanes and floods. We know that extreme heat will only get worse as the planet continues to warm from human-caused climate change. My Preventing Heat, Illness, and Deaths Act would support the great work already happening to address the problem. Congress should pass my bill and increase funding for extreme heat research and mitigation. Just $2 million a year in additional funding could protect hundreds of thousands more Americans from the life-threatening risk of extreme heat. Secretary Raimondo, do you support increased funding for extreme heat research and prevention, which could turn up the temperature on our work to save lives by turning down the temperature in our communities?
I do, and I do know that this is a priority for NOAA, and we are working in the interagency on this issue.
Okay, thank you. In his State of the Union address, President Biden called for a ban on targeted ads to kids. Apps should never be allowed to track a 10-year-old's browsing history, bombard her with marketing based on that data. The Children and Teens Online Privacy Protection Act, which I've introduced, would ban targeted ads to users under the age of 13. Madam Secretary, the Commerce Department plays an important role in developing our country's technology policies. Do you agree that Congress should heed President Biden's call and pass my bill to ban targeted ads to children?
Yes, I do. As I said, we support fully the administration, the goals of your bill. And as I said earlier, as a mother of 2 teenagers, I see it every day. It's real, it's destructive, and we have to do more. It's also why the president, in his unity agenda, is calling for increased funding for mental health and make sure that kids can access that.
Yeah, but what I'm becoming increasingly concerned about is that we're just following further and further behind the European Union in terms of its response to the impact which the internet, social media have upon the children in our country. And increasingly, we just have second-rate protections for the children in our country, and it's just a further example of how the Europeans look at it in its totality. Yes, the internet provides enormous economic opportunities on the one hand, but on the other hand, there is a Dickensian negative impact that it simultaneously is having, especially on the children in our country. So to the extent to which this issue just continues to sit there, the warning signs are just given to us by the headlines in newspapers every single day about the mental health condition of young people in our country right now. Could you talk a little bit about that and the interrelationship between social media and the mental health of the children in our country and why more protections are needed?
Well, as you say, I am not an expert in this, I should clarify, but as you say, the data is clear that mental illness and anxiety and depression among teens is through the roof. I should say parenthetically, I saw this as governor. I began a mental health effort in Rhode Island called It's Okay Not to Be Okay to try to eliminate the stigma. And it's clear that social media is related to that. So as I said earlier, I support the goals of your bill. I welcome an opportunity to work with you on this, Senator, because I do agree with you that more needs to be done to protect our kids.
Thank you. And the NTIA got $48 billion for broadband. And I just think it's just such an important opportunity to use that funding in order to promote affordability, promote competition, and to ensure that the internet is free and open. And I know you're doing a great job on this, but the faster we move it, I think, is the better off our country is going to be.
I understand. as you say, we're working like crazy on this. The big component, which is called the BEAD program, we hope to have the notice of funding opportunity out May 16th. And I very much look forward to working with you and your governor to get this done in your state.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.